Let's take a look at the Hungaroring in Budapest. 2.738 miles, 14 turns in total. They describe this place as Monaco without the barriers. Just the one DRS zone and 14 corners, but it's a fan favourite. Good exit out of the last corner and then booted hard on the run down towards turn number 1. Now, it's a downhill braking zone as well, and it's quite treacherous in the wet. So take a long sweep in, third gear, inside line. You're already on the power at the exit with the DRS open as you run down towards the kink at turn 2. It's sort of a double apex hairpin. You sort of throw the car in and hope it sticks to the centre of the track. Kink at 3 rises you up the hill towards turn number 4. Right at the top of the hill, fast speed, down 2 gears, flick the car in, don't go all 4 wheels off the track. Now it narrows up as well. Up through 6, 7 and 8 chicane is really tricky. Single file, nasty bumps either side. It really unsettles the car. Now this is the most feared part of the track. Single file, quite quick, sort of Mickey Mouse, backwards and forwards. Think Maggotts and Beckett's, but a lot tighter. Out of turn 11 and 12, the car wants to open up and sing, but it's sort of held back. It's like you've got a dog on a lead. Down now in towards turn 12, flick the car in, back on the accelerator. Turn 13, lovely. Concrete inside, nice and slippery in the wet, but nice and dry and grippy coming in the race. Last corner, turn 14, similar to what we have at the Nürburgring. Flip the car in, take a nice tight line, a lot of power at the exit. You can keep up across the line, and that is a lap of the Hungaroring. Welcome to the feature race for Formula 2. Previously on Formula 2.
DRS open, looking for the line, looking to take pole! Super time from Doohan! And we go F2 racing in Budapest. Hauger, second on the grid, to first in the race. Iwasa going the long way round and taking second position. Vesti trying to go the long way round. Will he get shuffled onto the AstroTurf? Can Doohan take the place? What a start to this one! Oh, that is just contact. Oh, Porsche reacts to the virtual safety car being withdrawn and gets past. Whoa, that's late from Frederick Vesti. It's a late lunge on the master of late lunges. Oh, contact. And Behrman fights his way by. And the title battle takes another twist. Millimeters between them. And Arugula takes 5th position. Everything you love about Formula 2. Dennis Hauger wins in Budapest.
All set to go for FIA Formula 2 here at the Hungaroring in Budapest. It's Sunday morning, which means it's time to go racing for the feature race. Last one before the summer break is next week. Teams seem a little bit out of sorts as well that we're here early, but everybody is set for 37 laps around this 4.381 kilometre circuit, 2 DRS zones, 14 turns in total, 34.6 metre elevation change. Down at turn 1, a big action zone as well for sure. Up the inside of Hauger, a fantastic dive bomb manoeuvre. And up down at turn 2 into turn 3 as well. Sweep right round the outside. Fittipaldi getting past Frederick Vesti last season. A terrific move. And up down at turn number 12. Ilott versus Alesi. Up the inside, getting another perfect position done and dusted. It's a track that rewards. It's a racetrack that offers delight. Alongside me, Synthel and Omi once again. And since just before we go to the grid, Jack Doohan, another pole position. He did amazingly the other day.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good job by Jack Doohan. Let's see if he can take the win today as well. We've got a whole different race than yesterday, of course. Well, yesterday we saw an amazing race. And just a big DRS train and a lot of battles. So we could be seeing a little bit of the same today, but we've got a mandatory pit stop, of course.
Yes, mandatory pit stop to get into it all as well. We'll keep you up to date with everything about that and how Vesti will look to come into this. He's our championship leader. Only by a few points though. Something's annoying the sound of my lip. Anyway, here's the starting grid though. Keep us over from it. It is the qualifying results. So pole position to Jack Doohan. Victor Martins is in second as well. Then it's Frederick Vesti alongside Théo Pourchaire in row 2, the two championship rivals. Isaac Hadjar is fifth with Amouma Wassa starting in sixth position as well. Seventh for Oliver Bearman. Eighth, Johan Jaruvela. Ninth on the grid, that comes Dennis Hauger with Kush Maini in 10th position. Enzo Fittipaldi starts 11th alongside Richard Verschoor in 12th. 13th on the grid for Ralph Boschung. He's alongside Zane Maloney. 15th on the grid, that will be Juan Manuel Correa alongside 16th for Arthur Leclerc. 17th on the grid, Jack Crawford. He's ahead of 18th Roy Nazani. 19th for Emile Cordia alongside Clement Novalak. And then further down as well, it is Brad Benedivez 21st with Roman Stanak in 22nd place. Right, Foster says 3 AM and you fine folks are back on my computer, or is it my dreams? Good morning, gents. Good morning to you too. The Little Owl says time for some F2 people. And Ollie Does Data says, thanks for doing this. There's not many screens for general admission here in Hungary, so this is a lifesaver. Pleasure to have you listening along over there at Budapest as the cars venture off onto their formation lap. And White Fossil says quite a few were able to move up a few positions in the F3 race. We should get an interesting F2 race. Let's say good morning to Omi, who's down there in the pits as well. Oh, actually, no, he's up in the box with us actually today, isn't he? Hello, Omi. I can just see you on the monitor down there. This should be fun, this F2 feature race. Mandatory pit stop coming in and 37 laps ahead of us.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker, this one. We have Doohan on pole for the 4th time in Formula 2, first time this season, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do, but he's going to come under massive pressure from his fellow Alpine Academy driver right behind, but let's listen to the top 3.
10 rounds too late, but yeah, it feels good. Happy to be back at this, in this position in pole, which I got to experience a little bit more in my first season, but yeah, we still have time, still 5 rounds to go, so better late than never. I was confident in myself, I was confident in my engineer and the team, and getting back to where we used to be, and I feel we are there now, and I had confidence in him with the feedback and which direction we will go, and yeah, we made some big changes, and for the good. Anything and everything is possible, and it's not over till it's over. So I look forward to taking it, session by session, and just getting back to some solid form. What's meant to be will be.
Yeah, it was very wet on Friday after qualifying as well. That's always going to be the factor to look forward to. It looks like the F2 commentary timing is a bit out of shape. Just 1 point then between Vesti and Pourchaire in the standings. 135 for Vesti, 134 for Pourchaire. Wassa on 120, Beerman 94, Martins completes the top 5 on 90. But Vesti starts 3rd, Pourchaire starts 4th. You've got a feeling, Sid, that whoever gets into turn 1 first will have the championship lead going in for the rest of the season. It's that type of pressure between these two.
Yeah, well, it's a long race, of course, but still, it's we're going to be looking at the 2nd row here from the start. That's going to be the most interesting now. It was Vesti and Pourchaire from 3rd and 4th, and maybe Iwasa in 6th could try and get in the mix as well. He wants to get some points. He wants to close up because he's not too far off the championship lead either.
Now, for those of you who like to know, the F2's heart rates are up as well. My heart rate 6 minutes ago when we started the broadcast was 83. It is now at 111, if I get it my watch into the picture on the screen. So 119 now as well. It really starts beeping when we get the lights going on. So 118 beats per minute is my current heart rate. And that's because the engines are rising, they're on the grid, the tension starts to rise. Roman Stanek in last position with Benedives. Green flag at the back, the lights come on for F2's feature race is under starters orders. Lights out, and it's a good start from Doohan. Martins will have to cut across as well. He's going to defend from Frederick Vesti. Portiers on a bad start. Vesti round the outside, in towards turn number 1. He'll surely get Victor Martins. There's a lock-up for Portiers, there's a lock-up for Martins. Vesti being forced to go the long way round, and he's just a little bit of contact, but Vesti takes second position. Into the lead goes Jack Doohan. Vesti second, Portiers still in fourth position. Then we've got Isaac Hadja down there as well in a battle with Omuma Wassa as well. So those two have got to take a little bit of care as they run up the hill. There goes Ollie Behrman. He's trying to go around the outside of Awassa. That's not going to work at turn 4. And he's off the track as well. There's a lock-up further back. Enzo Fittipaldi running off wide, and about several other cars doing the same. What a great start, Sid, as we come to the tricky middle sector.
Yeah, dramatic start, and we're going towards the chicane now. Incredibly close together, everyone. We saw many battles, and look at Hauger with a good exit. He's on the inside of Behrman.
Behrman's on the outside, and still here comes the battling to continue. Fittipaldi's going to be wheel to wheel. Fittipaldi makes a fantastic move. Oh boy, you never see side by side in the middle sector. It's always single file. Fittipaldi's now going to lose out as well. Here comes Correa to the inside, as you say, but he's going to have to lunge in. Behrman knows he's there. Behrman's on the medium tyre. Correa on the softs with a little bit of wiggle. Correa right round the outside, it's turn 13. He's got the grip. Has he got track position? No. Behrman shuts the door at the exit. Brilliant.
Yeah, that was really close. You can see the soft tire really working compared to the mediums. They're a lot quicker. As we can see, he's going to try and take a turn 1.
So, Hauger up. Fittipaldi, Behrman down to 9th. There's more moves going in towards turn 1. Behrman under pressure from Correa again. Now we're seeing the 25. That's Ralph Bosch under pressure. Meantime, Jarima under pressure from the outside as well. Coming from Crawford.
Yeah, a bit of a lock-up as well there for Crawford.
Yeah, it didn't work out. And now that's
late.
tied from Boschong. Jarima on the inside line. Boschong says, no, I'm going to still try and risk it. And he's out of shape too.
Yeah, and now he's on the outside. Now he's going to lose that position as well to Crawford.
Yeah, Boschong's down to 15th. He's also been passed by Maloney as well. Great start then, Omi. What did you make of it?
Yeah, absolutely chaos. Formula 2, brilliant once again. 1 second the gap between Doohan and Vesti as they all go into the chicane. Is anyone going to feel brave with any kind of moves? That's Leclerc going defensive from Brad Benavides, who is all over the back currently. But yeah, great battling across the field. Leclerc off the racing line. He's also trying to make the move on Nissany while he's on the attack on one PHM. He's also on the defense from another. So great action here. And Leclerc off the racing line a tiny bit. And you can see the PHM of Brad Benavides on better tyres at this stage of the race. So he is eagerly wanting to get that move done, is Brad Benavides. But he's stuck behind Leclerc, placing the car brilliantly currently on lap number 2.
So, Doohan leads with the fastest lap, a 1:33.965. He's got the best of the track conditions as they come down to start the third lap. This is 2 laps completed of the 37 scheduled. We have got the mandatory pit stop, and already since we're getting the segregations out the track with gaps, Doohan's put out a second as DRS has now been activated.
Yeah, and another battle in the back. Look at that. That's Leclerc under pressure. And he's being overtaken with a cutback on Benavides.
Benavides again trying to go on the inside. It's going to be forced off the track. Leclerc getting back on with the undercut. And now, unfortunately for Brad Benavides, he'll have to save his tyres and go again. Here's the race start though, Synth.
Yeah, so it's a good start from Doohan up front. And of course, Vesti got away very well compared to Theo Pourchaire. He immediately tried to attack for second place on Victor Martins on the outside. I think it was one of the Van Amersfoort Racing who got squeezed a little bit. There you can see Martins making contact a little bit with Frederick Vesti. So there's not too many damage. There, you look at the Van Amersfoort. He's being pushed onto the grass there because they were going 3 wide for one moment. This is on board with Doohan from the start.
We've got a yellow flag. Someone's off the track. Yellow flag has been brought out. Doohan had a perfect getaway, but the yellows have come out. So something has happened, and we're stuck on the replay.
Here's the lock-up. If you look at Formula 3, this was the same moment with Solov, and he had a 10-second time penalty. even though it doesn't look like there was too much going on. And that's
Oh,
why
Slovak.
turn 4.
And it shouldn't need anything other than a yellow flag because he's off the track unless that car is stuck. I would maybe a VSC into the braking zone. That could be deployed temporarily. But yellow flag sector 1 and 2. Clement Novalak is out of the race then. And he's dropped down the order, pulling off the track. Behrman under pressure now with a very
Correa.
late lunge. That was brilliant from Correa, but he's locked up and Behrman slips back on the inside line. Well, Correa hasn't lost any of his racing instincts. He certainly knows how to try and make overtakes. He's got his teammate now, Richard Verschoor, just behind him. The green flag is back out. The track is clear.
That was a Maney style move. He tried it at least, but far too deep into the corner. Switch back by Behrman. But we're seeing some brilliant late lunges at turn number 1. But yeah, so Doohan 1.1 second currently, so he's just outside the 1 second. So right now the race is stable, but we will get a bit into this boring period unless they just keep dive bombing each other at turn 1, and then I think more action will come when we get to the pit stops, as it usually does in a Formula 2 race.
Yeah, and the tyres they've got available here this weekend, this is always the interesting one. It is the yellow medium and red soft. Last year, the soft tyres went 8 laps and the mediums went 29. That was Pourchaire, who won from 4th position last year in the feature. And guess what? He started 4th again today. Can he do anything from that? Or is Doohan going to control the run? Here's Correa.
He's moving under braking.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't really want to go for the move in turn 1. He just nearly ran into the back of Behrman. And that's why he went so late, and there was an easy switchback from Behrman.
So just having a quick look and see what they're going to do with the fastest tyre on the length of the stint is the medium.
Here
But
it
it's
comes again.
Yeah, here he goes on the inside line. Correa's going to go late on the brakes as well. Behrman's got the track ahead of him just to sort of go deeper into that braking zone to keep ahead. Correa's got the DRS, as has Verschoor, so that's why they're just keeping in the line of Behrman. No one's jumping away just yet as the racing continues on. We're on lap 5 of 37 here. Novalak is the only official retirement from this race so far, so he's greyed out at the bottom of your timing tower. Doohan now has lost that. Vesti up into second. Vesti taking the win would be amazing for the title going into the next couple of rounds as well. Doohan, though, just now within that second gap, so Doohan's under pressure now, I'd say. I would think Vesti's going to push early on. If he's on softs the same as Doohan, this could be a little bit more chaotic.
Yeah, he's within a second now, so he should have the DRS if he sticks within that second when entering the DRS detection point. And then heading on the 2 straights, of course, you've got 2 DRS straights, but only 1 DRS detection point. So even if you overtake before turn 1, you'll still have the DRS after turn 1. So, and it does look like he will have the DRS, but obviously a bit too far, but he will close up with that DRS.
So as they come down in towards turn number 1, again, 7/10 the gap, so it's Vesti keeps closing at 3/10 per the DRS zone. As this is, it all depends on the traction you get out of that last corner as well. As you see Correa looking to the inside, Behrman doesn't even flinch. Correa's just trying to put pressure on. The soft tyres now starting to die off. It's high track wear at this circuit as well. We knew it could be a problem, and it certainly is becoming a problem. So they've got to find the delta. They've got to find the time just to stay with it. Lap 6 of 37. Doohan, Vesti, Martins, Pourchaire, Hadjar, top 5. Awasa, Hauger, Fittipaldi, Behrman, Correa, top 10. Verschoor, Jarivalet, Crawford, Maloney, Boschon, Ghazali, Leclerc, Benediva, Stanek, Maney, and Cordial, the runners. Novalak, the only retirement. That's for everyone listening trackside as well, just to give you a complete rundown on the order. And there is Doohan. He's pulled out a second now, but it keeps flicking, doesn't it? So Vesti's on the soft tyres. He's going to be having trouble too. I can't see what tyre Doohan's on just yet, but I presume it's soft. It had to be to get that getaway immediately and pull out the 2 seconds he's got.
Yeah,
it is soft,
yeah, there he is on the softs. Most are on the softs, I think, but some trying an alternative strategy. Strategy is going to be so important on this track. I think the undercut may be very, very strong around this track.
I think you're right. We haven't seen the pit stop so far this weekend, so this is going to be interesting for Formula 2. Hungary's always a track that sort of gives and takes. By the way, we're expecting really high track temperature today for the F1 race. Already, it's 38-degree track temperature. Air temperature 25. That's due to rocket this afternoon. We could be seeing track temperatures. Correction. Track temperature, according to my timer screen, is 47.1 degrees. So track temperature is already at 47.1 degrees. So it's risen since the race started as well. Because this timing tower I'm looking at must be wrong compared to that one. My goodness me, this is going to be a chaotic race.
And the air temperature will increase by another 4 degrees as well. So when Formula 1 starts, so this could be very crazy with the tires for Formula 1.
And who's the best at handling their tyres this season, it looks like? The Mercedes, not the Red Bull. Red Bull was struggling in practice as well, weren't they? I mean, they were saying that they couldn't cool them down. The tyres were overheating massively.
Yeah, they were. So, gonna make it an interesting race. I'm hoping Mercedes are in the fight, hoping McLaren are in the fight, hoping we just get a good race where we see three teams go and battle when their machinery is pretty equal. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I don't really want Verstappen or anyone just flying past. I want it to be a battle all the way to the end. By the way, sorry if I went silent for a bit, because I was just quickly doing the highlights. I was just quickly putting it into clips. Yep.
Oh, and it's going to be Zane Maloney from 16th place, well 14th now actually, it'll drop down to 16th as he crosses the line. So Maloney dives into pit lane, good choice from him. 8 laps on the dot, he's on the same strategy that worked last year with Pourchaire. So come in, change over. Look at the little brake dust. That's a long way to take those tyres though. 29 laps on the mediums at this heat. That's a brave call. They've just basically done rinse, repeat on what happened last year.
Yeah, it was outside the point, so maybe just trying to take a big risk. Yeah, you don't want to go for, he's going to hope there's not going to be any safety cars very soon, of course, because that would ruin his race. But yeah, it's going to be interesting now. Are many more drivers going to pit any time this coming laps, surely? Because Maloney is the one who started it, and I think the rest will come very soon.
Pit first, and the rest shall follow as well. Or build it and they will come, pit and they will stop. That's a new little one, I want to say. Dylan's put out 1.1 seconds of best. You can assume he's going to continue on for another lap. I think he has. There's a Wasser and no one's come in. So around we go again to start the 9th lap of this race.
Auger can't get within a second of Iwasa, while Iwasa's on the mediums and Auger's on the softs. So I think the tires are already losing quite a bit of time, those soft tires.
Oh, 2 in, Crawford and Boschung. Now they were 15th and 17th on the field, and they're going to dive in from the back. Now they were on the soft tyres. They will go to mediums, obviously. But I wonder if Boschung can do a little jump here. A good, clean stop. It's really synchronised. That's really good. And now, come on, there he is. Crawford's going to go out a little bit later. Oh, it was perfect from the both of them, but look how much time Boschung gained in the stop as well. That could have been sleeker, but that was good.
That's Maloney there. They come out just ahead of Maloney, but he'll have the better tires for now. He's got the tires at the temperature, so these first corners are going to be interesting.
There's a wonderful, sorry to interrupt that, F1 just released a video saying that the Sky Next Generation reporter Ruby was midway through interviewing Danny Ricciardo when Hamilton crossed the line, and their reactions were apparently really priceless. So there's a video on F1's Twitter. I'll take a look at that after the race. But go on, Amy. I interrupted you to bring you that information.
But I was just saying, yeah.
Maloney's really close now.
Yeah,
I want to see that battle. Look at the 19, 20 and 21st.
Show us.
He's got him. He's got him. That's the one we need to see because they've boxed. So Boschung's tyres aren't up to temperature yet, and Maloney goes through. They're going to try the undercut, as Synthel said earlier on in the broadcast. Doohan by 7 tenths. Now this is the battle for the lead. We're watching race control Incident involving Boschung noted, failing to follow race director's instructions, wheel not laid flat. That's to stop them rolling into the pit lane. Oh no. So that could be a drive-through penalty. And I know it sounds harsh, but it gains them time having the wheels stud up.
Sprint race as well.
There wasn't there, Josh T? Nice to see you. Happy birthday to Josh T! His birthday
Happy
today.
birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Josh T. Forgot about that.
Thank you.
We'll have to get a cake on the ear later. As they go to the inside, Red Bull's going defensive. Oh my word! Massive defence coming as we saw. That was Jack Crawford trying to keep Zane Maloney alongside him. And Maloney on much faster tyres almost was launched over the metal and the concrete pit lane exit barrier. And he almost hit the side of him. That's aggressive. That's a penalty, I'm afraid, for Crawford. Maloney should be on the radio, and he is on the radio.
From Maloney first.
What is this guy doing?
That is beyond dangerous. That's the Michael Schumacher approach of things. Take a look at this. So, moves once, moves twice, and that was exactly like Schumacher and Barrichello.
Moves to the inside, moves to the outside, moves everywhere, to be honest. And then just fully runs them out of road down there. So, yeah, surely will be a penalty. That is aggressive stuff down there.
That's a drive-through in my book as well for Crawford. Nissani is in the pits. What do you think, Sims? Drive-through for Crawford?
Yeah, you can't do that. That's way too dangerous. You don't want to cause a massive accident there. Well, I'm going to hope Maloney is going to get him immediately again.
He's got back in with him. We're watching this little battle at the back of the field. It's very crucial, though, because the undercut and overcut could work either way. Watch out for Nizani. Is Nizani out of the pit lane yet? Oh, the timing towers have bust. Yeah, of course they have. It's F2. They never seem to work, do they? So the timing towers are frozen as we head down towards turn number 1. And we've got now Maloney with the DRS. Going to pull to the inside line. And again, Crawford goes defensive on the tight line into T1. Nizani's left the pit lane. So I think, are they working or they're not? Maloney's noted for forcing, Maloney and Crawford especially noted for forcing the driver off the track. That should be a penalty. It should instantly be a penalty. But yes, timing tower has stopped working.
So that's Nizani you can see up front. So they're going to close up these couple of corners because his tires are not up to temperature yet. So this is going to be interesting. How quickly will they be able to close up to Nizani?
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, hello, timing tower's back. Wait. It takes its time to come back, but it does come back eventually. It's lap 12 of 37. We've completed 11 of the 37. And now Doohan leads by 1.3 seconds to Vesti. Then Martins, Pourchaire, Hadjar, Awasa, Hauger, Fittipaldi, Behrman. Okay, timing time's nearly working because it says Victor Martin only done 9 laps and Roy Nizani's done 8, so it's nearly there. Speaking of Roy Nizani, he's now been caught up by these two. If Maloney doesn't brake if Maloney doesn't brake, he crashes. Surely that's a penalty. Yes. You've got to leave racing room, otherwise it's an unsportsmanlike behaviour. Let's see once again. Now this time we've got Crawford with the DRS to Nizani, who's going to get past. Nizani turns in. What on earth is Crawford thinking? That was way too late to make a move on the inside.
Was that moving under braking for Nizani?
I think it could have been, yeah, but it's a question of was the move even on? Look at that! Right round the outside, Maloney gets in again! He's done it! Oh, but Maloney fights back with Crawford! Crawford's off the track! Maloney right round the outside, and now look, now he's forcing him off the track! Well, again, one of the favourite sayings, anything you can do, I can do better. And a bit of just desserts coming, I'm afraid, for Jack Crawford. Maloney giving it as good as he gets.
Yeah, give a bit of a taste of his own medicine there.
Oh, Hadjar's in, but Josh, we got that freeze again.
Yeah. Hadjar pits. And so does Juan Manuel Correa. He comes down pit lane as well. So Hadjar in. Nice change round and away. He's onto the mediums.
Hadjar was from 6th, right? So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting where he comes out on track compared to Nizani, Maloney, Crawford and Boschung. Like far, of course, I think.
It's crazy, this race, isn't it? It's everything changed. Let's take another look at it. So this is brilliant move around the outside and so
Contact
much
here.
better grip. Yeah, if look at that, proper wheel contact.
Yeah, I want to see that into turn 1 if there was movement on the braking from Johnny. But look at this.
Oh,
Round.
and yet Maloney still got through. He still had the run on him. That was good. That is pitch perfect, I'm afraid. That is bang on exactly what needed to be done. As we take a look back now at the action, Dewitt still hasn't come into the pit lane, so he still goes through again. So does Vesti and Martin. So the top 3 still leading here at the Hungaroring. And Portier pits now. He's gone last year on the soft tyres. He did 8 laps and then came in. Now he's done 14, so he's nursed them on a bit longer. And he'll take those tyres 23 laps to the end. And they all look a bit scrubbed, don't they? And away they go. I love hearing wheel spin on the get-go. It's like listening to go-karts indoors on that slick tarmac floor and how it just screeches. Oh, it's brilliant. You don't get that on outdoor karting tracks.
No, yeah, it sounds really good. But look at Cordial. He's got much better tires, of course, tire temperature.
Let's go back now on the outside. Portier will take it. Cordial. Yeah, Cordial's got him. That's a surprise. But Portier with newer tyres, of course, not up to temperature just yet. This Lyle says, let's go Maloney. Yeah. Omi, did you just test JB Motorsports too?
Yeah, because the little owl was saying, is everyone's live chat working? So I'm basically uploading the F2 sprint highlights, so I'm just on the account right now.
There's Portier keeping it in. So we've had Portier down pit from this race. But everybody from the top 13 yet to stop. Some of those on medium tyres, some on softs. And the medium runners are going to try and go to around about lap 23, 24 before switching to the soft tyres. So they've got a while to go. I'm amazed how much we're seeing from the soft tyres as if the pit lane becomes richer for sure. This is amazing from Dewitt, Vesti and Martins as well, who we know are on the soft tyres. They are just keeping on going.
Yeah, they're going to be losing some time to people who've already pitted now. Front left bit slow there. And Jordan at the fastest lap now. Could be closing up to Pucher.
Apparently, Alex Jakes just said something about Ollie Behrman and Artem Markelov. No, Ollie Rowland and Artem Markelov. An accident they had. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be interesting today with the strategy, isn't it? With
Yes.
all of the different, possibly
Here they are.
2-stop, maybe.
Well, I've been hearing a two-stopper. But I'm also with the possibility of 3.
I've been hearing 3-stoppers, but I think it'll be maybe 2.
Yeah.
Probably.
It'll be a 2-stop race unless there's a safety car, then it'll make it a 3.
I'm fine
This
with 2, to be honest. Go on, Sim.
Yeah, this battle could be interesting for the championship, of course. Hedgehog's closed up the gap to Pucher after the pit stop.
Yeah, this is going to be close, isn't it? Because Portier only 1 point back to Vesti in the title. As it stands right now, of course, Vesti will be 18 points, 19 points out of the championship to Portier because he's outside, but they've yet to stop. Hauger has boxed, so he's come down pit lane once more. As we take a look at him, he's not happy with something, isn't he, Dennis Hauger? As he falls in. Off go the soft tyres. Lay those tyres flat, boys. On go the mediums and away. Now, it looked to me that gun rotated towards the left. Now, if anyone knows, it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. And that wheel nut looked like it went left, which is weird. Hi, commentator, did you get your burger yesterday? No, it wasn't. No, I didn't. No. Although my brother did say that it was too much. A double Big Mac. He didn't order that. He ordered a Big Mac, but they got given a double Big Mac. So 6 burgers. You had to eat it with a knife and fork. But no, I didn't, sadly. But don't worry,
Right.
it's a pie for today, so I'm happy with some steak pie. Anyway, go on, Emmy.
F2 highlights from yesterday uploaded to YouTube.
Fantastic.
Now I can finally relax.
I equals 3.14.
Sweet, yeah. Although, if you're Ted Kravitz, of course, qualifying is like a shepherd's pie. And yesterday we had a cottage pie instead, where you make it with beef instead of lamb. Shepherd's pie is lamb, cottage pie is beef. Although everybody calls a shepherd's pie whatever it is, because you can still be a shepherd to cows. It's not just lambs. Pit lane needs to oh, let's hear from Vesti.
Okay, you need to push. We probably need to box this lap.
Yeah, I thought Vesti was going to box in the next couple of laps. He wants to try and undercut doing. He's lost 2 seconds on the last run around. Boschon will be investigated after the race, though, for that tyre not being laid flat. Here comes Pourchaire, though, once again. He's in the slipstream now as he tries to pass Cordeal in towards turn 1. He's going to go for a late lunge on the inside line. Cordeal goes late. Pourchaire's on the inside line. And he's got the exit speed out of turn 2. Now, this should be easy on the new set of medium compact tyres, but Cordeal making it difficult. Oh, and he lifted off, and Pourchaire almost went on the back of him there. Cordeal is not the racer you want to be racing with.
Nice.
And he's through. JT.
You will not believe this,
What?
but just popped up on the monitor. Turn 1 lap 9 incident involving cars 3 Maloney and Crawford.
2 seconds.
Radio.
We extend. Porsche has traffic. We extend.
They're extending.
Yeah, so as a
well, Pourchaire don't know what they're doing. And there goes round the outside as well. Now Cordeal's under pressure from Hadjar. Go on, Josh T.
So you know that incident where we all said penalty drive through?
Yeah?
I'm going to turn my mic down for this. It has been reviewed. No further investigation.
Yeah, that's around about right then. No further investigation, which I think is a bit ridiculous, but it should have been a penalty. Now we're seeing, though, Hadjar move to the inside of Cordeal. How did you see that, by the way? Where did that come from?
It popped up on the TV for like 2 seconds and I rewound it.
Oh, because I didn't see that. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Let's hear from Hadjar.
What the is he doing?
He's Emil Cordeal. He does whatever he likes. He's the new Nikita Mazepin. He's the worst driver on the field. He's a driver who has already been banned this year. Look, moves to the left, and now, look at that, he's moving back on the line. He's not allowed to do that. And finally, Hadjar goes through, but Cordeal, he's a paid driver, by the way, Emil Cordeal. I often wonder why he's even here some of the times. He is not a great driver, the 21 Belgium. And look at this. It's just ridiculous. Why? Why is he racing? Why is he? He is not a Formula 2 level driver. So why on earth is he here?
Just to cause chaos. In F2 we need some of these chaos causers like Nissani, Brad Benavides, Cordeal. We have some every year, don't we? In F2.
Well, Nazani's not a Formula 2 level driver. He's won a race in this category, but his recent performance, it always begs to question why on earth he's here. In fact, there's a few drivers who you question are in the field. There's a few drivers I question are in the Formula 1 field, to be fair as well, looking at it. Like, for instance, Yuki Tsunoda. I don't really see the appeal of him. Why Hulkenberg came back, I don't know.
He's just there for the memes
Yeah.
because he swears a lot.
Hulkenberg at Magnussen.
Hulkenberg.
It's funny, go on.
Hulkenberg is doing a good job, I think.
Hulkenberg, yeah.
Nah, I still
But,
would have given
yeah,
it a
we-
young gun.
We do know that Haas will be finishing 19th and 20th today because of the
Yeah.
tyre wear.
Yeah, they're going to be at the back of the field. As into the pit lane comes Fittipaldi. Druvela is also in. Timing tower has broken again, by the way, so God knows what's happening with it. As it tries to fix itself. F2's had the worst timing. Bliss Lowell said, Nizani never won an F2 race, best finisher third in 2021 Monaco sprint race. So he's won Formula 3, I presume, Nizani.
Oh, Hauger
Around the
with
outside.
the better tyres should be an easy move.
Yeah, this will be easily done, and Fittipaldi won't defend it that much. Alger goes through for 12th, Fittipaldi down to 13th, so his tyres heat up. Joshua, are you hosting F1 later and the IndyCar? Yes, we're doing F1 later, and IndyCar stream is going to be up after the F2 stream because I couldn't set it up.
That's late. That's late.
That is very, very late, as well as Fittipaldi in a battle with one man, well, Correa. And Correa just sort of careering everywhere on the circuit once more. 20 or 37.
Well,
that's the pits.
Never won in F3 or GP3 as it was. His best result
He's third.
for Roy Nazani was 6th in 2014 Nürburgring for F3. That's GP3.
That's fine. I swear he's won a race. That's why it was bugging me. Anyway, Oasis into the
won
pits.
multiple races in the World Series Formula V8 3.5,
Nah, that's not it.
ADAC Formel Masters.
He's just useless, that's the thing. Oasa exits the pit lane.
Now, the reason why you're probably thinking Josh is one, because he's been in battles numerous times. For example, Spa a few years ago, but he binned
Yeah,
it,
he did,
colliding
that's
with
it,
other
yeah.
drivers, as usual. So, yeah.
I knew there was something I was remembering but couldn't quite pinpoint. It all blurs into one after a while, doesn't it? This Formula One paddocks and stuff. One thing I always love about people saying, oh, you know, and all this lot, it's just... Everyone's agreeing he is a paid driver. Pourchaire up the inside of Boschung. Lovely move into T1.
Was that Boschung or Maney?
Main. 24, yeah.
Another late move on, as Alex Chase described it, the one who pulls out all of the late moves, which he did one yesterday as well, did Maney, earlier in the race.
I feel like I want to prod this race with this stick. Nothing's happening. I want to prod it. Nothing's happening. Behrman boxes from 4th.
I don't know how to describe this one currently.
It's another classic F2, isn't it? Feature. And Leclerc pits too. We're just, Leclerc sideways coming into the pit lane, actually. He's giving it full on drift. But it's a typical F2 race. Nothing really is happening. Stanak goes up to 4th. He hasn't stopped yet. And I'm amazed Doohan and Vesti and Martins are taking these soft tyres 21 laps into the race. What is taking Behrman so long? What was that? He was revving, he just couldn't go. And Maney in 2 as well as Leclerc.
So Behrman from the mediums to the softs, so he's gonna have a lot quicker tires, but Doohan and Vesti still on the softs, haven't pitted, but the medium runners are coming in now, so that's quite interesting.
I'm astounded by the top 3 who have kept those tyres alive. I really, really am. It's bizarre, but beautiful at the same time as we look at Hauger right at the back of Cordial. Cordial's so far out the field, he's got a nosebleed in 8th position. And knowing our luck, he'll probably take somebody else out of the race in a second. But this is the type of track that could actually work well for him. You can't overtake, so he becomes a mobile doorstop. As he swings round, it's his home race next week at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. It's also Max Verstappen's home race. Twice. Belgium to the Netherlands. Yeah, I love that, by the way. Great regionalisation of the calendar. It's what everybody wanted, having the Belgian Grand Prix and then going straight to the Dutch Grand Prix. But you put a month between them. What is the point? It's literally like you've got it right in the palm of your hands to have a carbon neutral calendar, and then you split up the 2 closest races on the calendar by a month. It's idiotic. And then you've got you've got the Netherlands. Yeah, it's a Cordial pits. Then you've got the Netherlands, and then a week later we're in Italy, which is further away.
Yeah. Usually it's always between Hungary and Spa.
Yeah, Hungary is closer to Italy than the Netherlands is to Italy. So why don't we go from Hungary to Italy next week and then go over? And it looks like Cordial might be out of the race, or they're just keeping him because they know how. Oh no, hang on. He stalled it. Oh, he's done something right. He stalled the car in the pit lane. Box. Has he boxed there? That was a very late call. 15 laps to go. My goodness. Vesti pits. 23 of 37, yeah, it's around about where we thought we might bring them in.
Where will he end up? Ahead or behind? Well, it's really, could be very close to Pucher, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Pochier's going to be on quicker tyres too. Lay the tyres flat, guys. Yep. Go, go, go! Slow stop front right for Vesti. Now Pochier's coming down the straight, so there goes Stanak. He's come out ahead of Pocher, yeah. Now Pocher's on newer tyres. They're up to temperature, and he can now go after his championship rival. Just a point between them in the standings, and this is it.
Oh, this could be very close. Pucher will have the tyres up to temperature now. He's gonna try and get past as soon as possible. He'll have to do that, because otherwise, if the tyres of Vesti are warmed up, he's gonna fly away, of course.
Yeah, look at the front left. Doesn't quite go on right.
Right?
Yeah,
I
right,
think,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. Front right did go on. SHT says on the Twitch chat, it's the FIA for you. Even the calendar order doesn't make sense. That is correct. Next year they've regionalised the calendars, but have put the races in completely the wrong order. Honestly, just let me have a go. I'd rather go on. Do you know, we could complete the season in around about 7 months, not the 10 they've got, but if we regionalise the calendar. And it would work so much better because the crew would be less tired. Yes, they wouldn't see the families more, but they would be less tired when they go back to see them. And they get 3 months at home at the end of the year. So it's 4 actually. So, yeah.
Martin spits from second.
And away on medium compound tyres with a much smoother stop. Doohan's gone a lap later. Time will tell if he's made the right call there, or it's a little bit more of an error as they come out of the pit lane. Stanak up to second, but Will Martins come out ahead of Vesti. Vesti's there, Pocher's there too. Martins is going to be on slower tyres. Vesti's going to pounce, and he's through back to second position. But Martins wants to have a go round the outside. It hasn't worked. Pocher has lost out big time.
Yeah, Pucher will now try immediately get past.
Oh boy! And they touched! Pocher touched! As they go on the hill, Pocher's going to go around the outside in turn 4! No way! No way! No way! Off goes Pocher! He got on the marbles, and look how much his tyres have now been destroyed! Pocher's going to be under pressure now from Hadjar, and he should get through quite easily. Pocher has picked up a lot of marbles offline.
Wow.
And he's through.
You don't try it around the outside?
He's through. Pocher is down to 6th. The little owls. So go on. Yeah, do it in. Right, the little owl says, fun fact, I have a Twitch account too. And he has just followed. Hello. So, Doohan pits. He had 35 seconds to Stanak. This should be Doohan easily taking the lead of this race to the end. Come on, Jack.
Could be pretty close maybe to Vesti.
He's got it. Stanak pits. There is Vesti.
Never mind.
And there is doing a pit exit. He's done it.
Wow.
Now, that was a brilliant call on those 24 laps on those softs.
Wow.
That's an incredible lead he's got.
Yes, Doohan. I know it's hard, but I love seeing Jack Doohan do well.
The overcut working here then, because the gap was closer to Vesti before the pit stop.
Let's take a replay. This is, look, Pocher, it was never on. Why he went around the outside, I have no idea.
You saw Vesti in front of him. Surely that played a part as well in trying to get around the outside.
Yeah.
Seeing Vesti in front of him.
Well, Doohan's had 3 wins in Formula 2 last season. He hasn't taken a win so far this year, so it'll be a 4th win. He's got 6 seconds to Vesti, and it's lap 25 of the 37, so he has enough remaining. Josh T's jumped over to the Twitch chat as well. He's still in the comms box though, with everything else open.
Boo.
Hello. So Doohan, Vesti, Martins, go on, Andy.
I just remembered who actually this time he collided with. It was Dan Ticktum, another nutcracker in F2.
Oh, yeah.
complains. He literally complains so much to Dan Tickter. It was actually so funny because I remember his face. He was like, "I knew this was gonna happen," and then I also remember the feature race from that year. It was when Mazepin and Tsunoda had that moment at Le Mans.
Yeah.
When there was a 5-second penalty for Mazepin, and then he went all the way to Parc Fermé and slammed the
Iwasa.
P2 board. Here comes Iwasa.
Round the outside of Portier down towards turn 1. He's got him on soft tyres. Oh, he gets a few of the marbles, gets the comeback on Portier, opens up the DRS, pulls alongside down towards turn 2, and Iwasa through. Portier will have to try and cut back round the outside, and it hasn't worked. Iwasa is 5th.
Yeah, really good. He's the one to watch now, Iwasa. He's on the soft tires. He's gonna be quicker in these opening few laps. Let's see if he can get close to Hadjar and maybe to Martins as well. Can he get a podium here?
Oh, it's possible. Anything is.
I'm gonna go bold and say he's gonna win.
Win.
I'm going bold. You know how I like to go bold, so.
That was
Portier had a little lock-up.
yeah, that sort of cost him as well. As Iwasa dived back on the inside. Josh Cheese in the pits.
But Iwasa, guys, coming down the front straight, his heart rate was around 170, 175. He was so calm on that move. It went from 175 to 140.
Yeah, not the greatest, is it? My heart rate. So what about mine's at? Hang on. My heart rate was at 137 beats per minute when the lights went out. Heart rate right now is...
At least it's a little better than 160.
My heart rate's now 106. I've got to calm down.
Calm down, Josh.
No. Then again, there's a wonderful feature on the Formula E website from season 1 where they put a heart monitor on 3 drivers, Jack Nichols, who's commentating, and who do you call it? A team principal. Oh, and the race director, and the race, the race director? Yeah. So, and Jack Nichols had the highest heart rate, proving commentators do have a hard job and the lights go out. Oh, hello.
Black and white flag for Martins.
Stanek passing Crawford. So a black and white flag on already. That's going to be interesting.
If he gets a penalty, he is now going to be 5th. He's going to lose his podium if he gets another track limit.
This gets worse and worse, doesn't it?
There's Maney, also on the soft tires. See what he can do. But yeah, he's in 18th turret. Bit more difficult from that position.
Brad Benedima's in 19th place. It's taking a while.
Still 10, 11 laps to go.
Yeah. And those tyres can last until the end. It's just one of these races where there is a lot happening, but there's not a lot of side-by-side action. And Doohan set the fastest lap of the race, a 131.868. So Doohan has set the fastest lap. Timing tower's frozen again. 10 laps to go. So that's a bonus point as well. So that's 26 points for Doohan on the line here. Plus the point for pole position. So Doohan's having a great weekend. Absolutely fantastic. His dad, Mick, of course, is a 5-time MotoGP world champion, and he's in the paddock. Always wearing an F2 badge as well, never an F1, even though he has an F1 permanent pass, as he's a motorsport legend. Oh, Stanek, fastest lap of the race, a 131.819. So Stanak's taking that point away from Doohan. Oh well, it was
soft.
Yeah. Yeah, it is soft, isn't it? Yeah. For Stanek, he just boxed.
This race is becoming a bit quiet. Well, it has been pretty much for a while. Oh.
Yeah, we need some... no safety car either. We didn't have one this morning either.
We
had
want-
VSC.
Why not?
We want Austria all over again, the Austria feature race.
You get them. That circuit. Spa will be great, though, next week for F2. Spa's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I don't know what I miss next week. I really don't.
What would you rather miss?
I think I miss all the touring cars, and that's what I don't want to miss because of everything. I don't know what I do. I'll find out, by the way, because next week we've got F1, 2, 3, Porsches, Formula E and British Touring Car Championship running. So it's a very, very busy run around. So down straight again.
And the Sintel side here as well, because he's at the track side though.
Here is Synthol is trackside at what race?
Spa.
Spa, yes, you are, yes, of course. Which completely changes the F2 and F3 commentary team, or one of them, because we don't know who's going to be there. Because everyone else is everywhere. So Ed Hunter isn't there, since not here. No Nick Homewood. We're going to have to recruit to take up some series. But there's a certain person who I know I'm going to ask to take some commentary alongside Jess.
Hello, yeah, sure.
Oh no, it's not you. You're taking touring cars. No. I'm on about other series at Spa-Francorchamps. Ideally, because Omi will be, I believe, in the comp box with Jess. I'm not too sure about that or how it's going to work yet, but I am asking some other commentators to work alongside Jess. So that's going to be fun. Where are BTCC running next week? They are running at Croft, which Jess will be leading the commentary with Josh. Josh has got the lead commentary on Saturday, and he'll be using the trackside audio for practice 1 and practice 2, followed then also by leading qualifying with Omi. Me and Megan will be around the F1 circus of things, as well as Formula E. And then Formula 2 and Formula 3 and Porsches will be everyone else on the team. So it's a tricky weekend. I feel sorry for Jess. She's got everything to go on.
Yeah.
And a move into turn 1. Stanak making a move on Maloney for 15th position. And he's got... Oh, no, Maloney's going to fight back around the outside. He's soft tyre to medium tyre, so they're pretty much evenly matched. Stanak should be ahead. Maloney has got the room on the inside line through turn 2. Oh, nicely done from Stanak. Yeah, nicely done. Just
Sun
kept
is annoying
control.
me outside.
Yeah. Timing tower's back up, but it's still saying Stanak and Vesti in the pits. Vesti's not in the pit lane, by the way, and also he's not 4th, he's 2nd. So it's slowly coming back to us. Let's take a look and see if the actual timing tower is any better. On the... No, that's just as broken, actually. In fact, more broken, I think, because it's showing Hauger as the race leader. I'll give that one a refresh to see if it works, because if so, we'll just turn on the backup timing tower. No, that's broken too. Nothing is working anymore. Yeah, just tried that. I thought so. It's just not working. It's broken. Because Vesti's 2nd, not 4th.
Insert Lando Norris radio clip of "It's
is it?
broken."
Thinking the same thing. Awasa trying to pass Crawford. And this is over... Well, actually, is this... Where is Awasa?
Oh, it's for 4th.
Ah, it's Hadjar, right. It's the other one in P10. Stanak's a 1:31.807. He set the fastest lap of the race so far. So those soft tyres are really working for him. He won't get a bonus point there because he's not inside the top 10. He's just taking that away from doing. The faster he goes. It's one of those races. Oh, that's just tight to the inside line. At 31 or 37, there's 11 minutes to go. This race might actually go the distance of full time, which is really bizarre. 1 minute 30 lap times. It's 5 to go. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Trying to calculate how many laps. That's 3. Around about 10 minutes left. Yeah, this race might go to the full time, you know, of the hour, which is...
We didn't even have a safety car.
Yeah. Really strange race, this one. They've all slowed down.
Oh, yes, it was that then.
Yeah, Hauger sort of going defensive.
Go for it.
Oh, that's going to go late into turn 1. I thought he was going to lock up there. He went so deep. He's just kept it together. Timing tower is more broken as well out there. That's what it is currently. We're trying to refresh to see if it'll give us anything. But all we... Oh, hello. No. It just gives us a blank screen. Oh well. It'll probably fix itself eventually. It usually does. It's one of those things. F1's later will be fine. Look, we're all looking forward to next year when the timing towers move back in sync with each other. F1 take over everything on their own site. Maney's past Crawford for 17th place, and now Crawford's repassed Maney. So, swapping and changing around. I would have liked to have seen it, to be fair, but they're showing us the battle between Hauger and Fittipaldi, and this is a moving. Here we go. This is Stanek again. On
This is an
Nizani.
overtake on Nizani.
Oh, Nizani! What on earth?
Oh,
Hitting the side of him, the
This-
exit turn two.
mainly on the softs. Oh,
What is going on with Crawford today? That's a third driver he's pushed off the track.
that should be a penalty as well.
Yeah, Crawford on the inside lines going round.
They're losing so much to Martins. Like a lap ago, it was 5 seconds from Martins to Hedger. Now it's 8 seconds. It's really, they're
tips
losing a lot.
To all drivers, do
Yep.
not go around the outside of Jack Crawford.
We've got our lap counter back. It's slowly returning. So I presume it's getting better. I mean, I've got no clue if it is getting better or not. So that's what's really annoying. On the lap counter, it's hard to tell. Nope, and now the whole thing's frozen. Okay, well that's positive. Yeah, that one's working. And working really well. Right, give us 1 second. There's Awasa. Synth, just run us through something on the screen while I deal with this. Without getting us a driver tracker.
Race control, turn 2 incident involving cars 9, which is Crawford and 24 Maney noted, forcing another driver off the track. As Doohan sets the fastest lap again.
Doing again, wow.
Yeah, so he's getting quicker on those mediums. So, well, he can push a bit more, of course, than the others because his tires are a lot newer. And it was a fight Hedger this time out. Then he's constantly just losing a little bit too much to the middle part of the track, and his softs maybe dropping down a little. Go for a late move. Nope. Just waiting behind, hoping to get a good exit, and maybe into turn 2.
They want to have the attack, don't they? They want to push as
Here he
hard
goes.
as they're allowed to. And here we go. Awasa to the inside line. Now trailing around the outside, still not working. Still can't find that place, can they? They want to, but this is just getting absolutely insane, isn't it, Sims?
Yeah, it's he's just struggling to get past. Really, it's he's getting so close behind, and he can break so much later. But it feels like to the final sector or something, he's just losing too much, and he's just a little bit too far every time to make an overtake.
A little bit too far every single lap, just taking their time, not wanting to make a mistake.
Stewart's,
Oh, what are they
Crawford and
saying?
Maney, no further investigation. Forcing our driver off the track.
Has
How does he get away
Crawford
with it every time?
bribed the mechanic? I know they bribed the stewards or something like that. Honestly, again, it's not even once anymore, it's twice.
Should have gotten a black and white flag last time, and now this time I had a penalty.
Yeah.
Clearly some bribing going.
There we go, we've got a timing tower. It's basic, but it'll do with the correct running order at the moment.
3 laps to go.
Really do.
I think
wish-
Iwasa may be closer this time out, actually.
Awasa down towards turn number 1. Hadjar, look at that, trying to break the tow line. Awasa has DRS, late lunge into 1, he's done it! Beautiful move from Awasa! That was perfect! Hadjar didn't even know what to do to come back! That was brilliant!
That was so late on the brakes. I expected him to go straight on there, but he made a corner, and Hedger couldn't even switch back.
Let's
What a
take a look
move.
at it. Oh, it's just such a late lunge.
Yeah, nothing Hadjar could have done. Sent it, late on the brakes, got the car slowed down, got it rotated, and had the place. Brilliant by Awasa there.
Doohan has been outstanding though today. He's leading now by he's leading by 11.6 seconds, maybe more than that, because our timing tower is broken. Race control. Leclerc has been given a black and white flag for track limits. Well, that makes sense, but I'd rather the penalty be given to somebody who actually caused a penalty. It's so bizarre. It really is.
Is Martins closing to Vesti? Was the gap already 1.2? Was it bigger or less? I don't know.
Vesti,
Not too far away from Vesti.
He's not, is he? 1.2 seconds. Martins is closing on him. On that running order time.
But not Leclerc. Maybe a bit too late.
It's one of these situations where we just don't know what's going to happen next. Sort of always sort of going lightly on the cusp of having a braking zone. 2 to go. I don't think Martins can gain that time back in these 2 laps. Little R says, I recently found out that Crawford is younger than me. That's scary. This has been a snooze fest, not going to lie. Unfortunately, it's been one of those races where there's been some flashes of greatness, but it has been an uneventful race. And now we've all got to wake up for the Porsches and then a Formula 1 race as well. Hopefully the F1 will be exciting. If not,
Surely.
it's got to be Hamilton on pole, Verstappen second. I mean, come on, that's a recipe for, drama. It's got to happen. It will happen.
Yeah, and with multiple pit stops, it can't not be fun.
Yeah. There's Vesti. There is Martins. 1 second. You were right, Sydney. Has gained that time. That's a surprise. Last lap, though, he'll have to shoot it out because Doohan's about to start that one.
Yeah, and he won't get DRS because the detection point's over here.
Yep. Final lap. This is lap 37 of 37. The timing tower has gone wrong. Oh, and Doohan, 1:39.97. He's got that fastest lap bonus point away from Stanek. That's what he needed to do. That's more like it. And Martins didn't have DRS, so I think that's pretty much it. He won't be able to get close on this lap because the next DRS activation is out the corner. So Doohan can cruise around for a first win of the year. The Little Owl has said Verstappen and Lewis to collide at turn 1, calling it. Oh, right, Fossil saying Awasa was the only drama, and since I follow him, it was a good race for me. Yeah. Awasa down there. Oh, where did he end up? Timing a fourth for Awasa, yeah. Timing tower's just broken. So hard to tell who's where. But Awasa carried this race, says the Little Owl. Really did. Martins within 6/10 of Vesti. He's pushing it all on this last lap, but I don't think he's going to do anything. We've got a yellow flag, sector 1. Now, is that Cordeal who has stopped? Because he's... Oh, and Maney's down. Maney's off. Jack Doohan dominates the sprint race. Feature. Jack Doohan wins here in Hungary. He dominates the feature race. It may have been a snooze fest, but it was absolutely brilliant. Vesti is second, Martins third. From lights out to checkered flag, there was no stopping Jack Doohan. Awasa will come home in fourth, Hadjar fifth, Portier sixth, Halgren Fittipaldi still battling across the line, but they stay the same. Manuel Correa and Richard Verschoor will pick up the last points. But it is Jack Doohan victorious here at Hungardo Ring. It may have been a boring race, but certainly for Invictus Virtuosi, best race of the year, first win. Yes, Jack.
That was a nice race. It was okay. And Vesti extends his lead in the championship as well, with Pucher finishing second and himself in second.
Omi, when you do the highlights later, take it from when he crossed the line, not when I made the sprint race mistake.
What can I say, mate? Beautiful. Simply lovely. What a race! Oh, man. What a amazing race. That was just a perfect race. The car was unbelievable, mate.
Well, I'd love to take the order, but I think the timing screens are slightly wrong again. So,
This is what happened to Maney then.
yeah.
He's gonna be. Oh, contact.
Oh, and Maney got spun round by guess who? Oh, it was the curb. But it was Cordeal forcing him off the track that caused him to jump the curb and spin. So
Crawford.
Sorry, yeah. So Crawford's being everywhere. It's one of these races, isn't it? When,
Again.
honestly, nobody cares anymore about this race. Such a weird one. Such a weird one. By the way, when I say everything is broken, I really mean everything is broken. Never seen the timing tower more destroyed than this. Let's hear from Vesti.
Okay, P2, good job, guy, bravo.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Good point. Good point. Okay, not a perfect race. I was a bit slow on trying, but still good job, guys. Still very, very good job. Thank you very much. Pedro. I love you. I wish you the best.
Lovely message on the radio there for Pedro Matos, a Formula 2 engineer for Prema, who lost a family member this week. And you really are a tight-knit group at this level of motor racing. And it just shows the measure of the man there, Frederic Vesti, who's gone through a really long time of attacking this racetrack. It's hot, it's sweaty work, the adrenaline pumping.
And he's still got a family.
His
yeah, that's so sweet as well. Very, very sweet. JD says, so F1 next? No! Porsche Super Cup next. Then we go to F1. Nice race for doing pretty much boring for everybody else. We need a wake up after that one. I thought Formula 3 were all sleepy. F2 sent us back to sleep. But Jack Doohan on top of the halo wins. Go on, Synth.
Saving all the action for Formula 1.
Yeah. I hope it's a good race.
Yeah. Or Porsche Super Cup, of course, in 50 minutes from now.
So then, Josh T, thoughts of you in the pit lane. What did you make of that race?
I think he's having some birthday cake. Oh.
Oh. Josh T? Yeah, he's not there. Omi, go to you then. What did you make of this race from here from the top three?
A bit of a meh one. It had a few moments, but not really a Formula 2 race, to be honest. This one, I think we all expect a lot more chaos and a lot more overtaking. However, it looks like we're all just saving all of the, we're just saving it all up for Formula 1, because that's going to have a banging race. So it's good for our voices, though, at least.
JD says, so F1 starts next. No, sorry, Porsche Super Cup. A long day for you. You need a huge double burger and Pepsi then. I could do with one, but I did have a fried breakfast in between Formula 3 and going up to Formula 2, so I'm okay for a couple of hours. Probably after the Porsches and before the Formula 1, I'll have something light, like a packet of crisps or something, or a yogurt. But then I'll do the F1 race, and then it's tea, and then at 7. I don't know what time we're on air for IndyCar tonight, actually, because the race has changed. I think it's an hour earlier, so I think it's 6:45, something like that. We are underway for the next race. I'd love a Pepsi though. You had a cooked breakfast. Cool. You liked the Chinese fried rice yesterday? Who cooked it? It was a chicken chow mein yesterday, and it was a shop bought one from a supermarket because we didn't have enough time. Everybody was going out to a party as well. I was invited, but I had work, so that's what you miss sometimes. But that's what I had, and it was very nice. But I had my own little spices to it. And yes, a cooked fried breakfast, full English breakfast this morning. Let's hear then for the top three with Alex Brundle.
introduction of Alex Brundle, who's run from the commentary box down to Parc Fermé and can get a few words with our winner.
Jack Doohan, a brilliant Formula 2 pole position, becomes a first win of the season. You're back, mate.
Yeah, finally. 10 rounds too late, but no, I'm stoked. It was an awesome quali. We had more than tanking quali, and then yeah, to have a race like that, the soft tire stint was awesome. You know, the car was on rails. Could just do exactly what I want, and then hopped onto the prime on the medium, and it was even better. So yeah, just super happy to all the boys and everyone at Virtuosi, girls and boys, because yeah, we've worked hard for this, and the car was awesome.
You seem to be able to extend that soft tyre much longer than anyone expected in the early stint. Do you think that was the key to the result for you?
Honestly, yeah, I really didn't know what to expect. You know, obviously Formula 3 having a lot of troubles, and us not running really consecutively on the soft tyre before, so I was just managing it, seeing how the gap was to Fred. I knew if I, you know, didn't push too much, that he could try and maybe stay in my DRS and push for a little longer. And as soon as I was quite happy and the pace wasn't dropping, I just started to push a little bit more.
We have an iconic Australian rejoining us on the Formula 1 grid this weekend. Is there room for 3?
I'm sure there is. I'll get comfy.
Jack, great job. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, there is definitely room for 3, and there's always room for improvement. There's Mick Doohan watching on. We'll hear the Australian national anthem. So far today, it's been very good for those in the Commonwealth. With a British winner, we won't spoil it, but a British winner in Formula 3, an Australian winner in Formula 2, Harry King's on pole position in the Porsche Super Cup, and Lewis Hamilton's on pole position in the Formula 1 Grand Prix. So we can have a very good day for the Commonwealth here in Hungary, I think, which can be good. But since I'm sure you'll get your way and a Dutch national anthem will fly in either the Porsches or F1 later.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't mind a British national anthem. Or Australian, for that matter. I would imagine Piastri winning.
It's interesting you say about Piastri winning, because Omi's predictors said that as well. Let's hear from the top 3 of the cool-down room.
But turn 1, I locked up really late, and I was like... Actually good to just like rotate progressively, like not come back. Yeah. I think you saw me anyway. Yeah. Happy that it didn't break anything on both of us.
Soft went quite long out.
I'm so surprised.
I'm like going and I'm like pushing, not pushing, you know what I mean? Like seeing what everyone else was obviously doing. I think at like lap 7, 8, 9, you guys started to catch me a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. And then you started to...
Yeah. What time did you guys run the prime?
31.4 or something like that. 31.5, I don't know. Yeah. My engineer told me something like that. I was doing 31 in the end, but you were doing...
There's the top 3 then in the cool-down room. So all looking quite good. There's the medical car driver alongside Mick Doohan, who's watching on.
So, in the sim, it put Verstappen took the turn 1 past Hamilton. So, yeah, but Josh is going to play it on the F1 intro, so you'll be able to watch it then.
That looks brilliant. We've just been... It's quite interesting actually what we're seeing onto the podium now. We've got Roman Stanek finishing... No, hang on. Who's in 3rd? That's what I need to find out. Who finished 3rd? Iwasa.
Martins.
Thank you. The timing towers are so messed up. So, Iwasa... No. Martins. Forget it. Martins 3rd. 2nd for Vesti. Your winner, though, is Jack Doohan. There's no time about that on the podium. And we will hear the Australian national anthem. What a race for Jack Doohan. He picks up his first win of the year, his fourth in his career. Doohan dominates the feature. Second place to Frederick Vesti as Virtuosi pick up the Constructors' Trophy. Vesti in second, Martins in third. Very, very good race for them. Fingers crossed though, it's going to be smoother going into the next. And the Porsche's up soon. Very exciting to see those. At least that timing tower won't misbehave. It's actually working for once now. We've got that new feature in. Right then. Third place for Martins. There's no point going through the results because they're broken. Actually, I think that one's right alongside us. Yes, it is. That one's right. On that little timing tower over there, that one's correct. It's champagne time! Doohan wins. Second for Vesti, third for Martins. Well, there's still a long way to go. Round 10 at Spa, 11 at Zandvoort, 12 at Monza, 13 at Yas Marina. That's what's coming up next on this amazing calendar. Spa in 7 days, and as always, the shoey! Gotta do it! It's shoey time! You're an Aussie and you've won, you do a shoey. I'm not sure, yeah, you've gotta do it! Jack, you've gotta do it! You've gotta do it! You've gotta do the shoey! Oh, he's putting it back on. Oh. Gotta do a shoey. I'm not doing a shoey. If I had a brand new shoe, maybe, but not this one. Ugh. I don't get why
If Piastri wins, you'll have to do a shoey.
If Piastri wins, I have to do a shoey.
Yes. We'll make you on air, on broadcast.
Do it.
Just trying to think, do I have any other shoe? Oh.
You do it in whatever shoe you commented. So if you have a new shoe, then just wear it and don't try sweat it at all.
I'm wearing Converse trainers! Can I put a glass in it? Do I have to actually drink it out the shoe, or can I put a glass inside the shoe?
No glass.
Oh.
No glass.
So I can't cheat.
We might finally be kicking Josh out of the comedy box for a few weeks then.
Yeah, sickness. Right, here's the result then. It's alongside us in the timing tower. You'll have to go through it because we haven't got any of the graphics working. But Doohan wins with Vesti second. Victor Martins finishes in third. It's that timing tower you need on the left here. Then we get Aurora Wasser, Isaac Kadjar, Theo Pocher, Dennis Hauger, Enzo Fittipaldi, Juan Manuel Correa, and Richard Verschoor rounds out the top 10. Vesti getting 18 points. Pocher only 8. The gap now moves to 11 points in the standings going into Spa. Druvala is 11th, Behrman 12th, Leclerc 13th, Stanak 14th, Zani 15th. Ahead then of Maloney, Crawford, Benedivez, Boschong, Maney, and Leclerc, Novalak as well out of it. Well, my thanks to Synth, my thanks to Josh T, my thanks to Omi. Formula 2 returns in 7 days' time at Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgium Grand Prix. You can join us then from us all here. We'll see you for Porsche Super Cup next, followed then by F1. Bye-bye.